Hey guys, and welcome back to the Next Gen channel. In today's video, we will be talking about the release date of GTA 6.
In today's video, we're going to be discussing our latest predictions about the GTA 6 release timeline based on official information coming directly from Rockstar Games. And during a recent corporate investor call, Rockstar gave away a couple of hints regarding the possible release timeline of GTA 6 that you definitely want to know about. Now, with the next-gen consoles being released and more information coming out as the days go on, with Xbox finally releasing their pre-order dates as well as pricing for their next-gen console, and PlayStation soon to be following along with the PS5, a lot of people are looking forward to which games they're going to be able to play on those next-gen consoles. These consoles have so much more power than the ones that we have right now, so there's obviously a ton of room for improvement for games to take advantage of that power and really make something that we have not seen before in video game history. And of course, the first game developer that comes to mind in this case is of course Rockstar Games. Rockstar Games is known for really pushing consoles to their limits and creating games that really go above and beyond anything that is out at the moment. It's pretty crazy to think that a game like GTA 6 that was released all the way back in 2013 still looks like a pretty new and modern game today all the way in 2020. Now, Rockstar Games is obviously working on GTA 6, and according to Rockstar Games CEO Strauss Zelnick, Rockstar Games is working on two new sequels, which I do believe one is GTA 6 and another one is still a secret that we don't know, as well as a new IP under the Rockstar Games brand. So when exactly are we expecting GTA 6, and what has Rockstar said recently about this that we need to know? So quite possibly the biggest piece of information that you need to know about, and this is coming directly from Rockstar Games' parent company Take-Two Interactive during a recent investor call about a month ago, they did say that Rockstar Games and Take-Two are expecting a big investment in advertising during a 12-month period ending in March 31st, 2024. Now, your first question may be, why exactly are they even revealing this information to begin with and not just keeping it private? And that is because Rockstar Games and their parent company Take-Two Interactive are publicly traded companies here in the US, which means they are on the stock market. And usually when people see a massive increase in spending out of nowhere, where there is no heads up from the company, usually that causes the stock to fall because people become wary about where all that money is going. So simply what they're doing is giving their investors a heads up when this is going to happen, so nobody is shocked and they know that there could be more money spent during that specific time frame. So again, Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive are projecting an $89 million advertising spend, which is way above what they normally spend between the year of March 31st, 2023 and March 31st, 2024. If we take a look at the development gaps between Rockstar's latest titles, GTA 4 took 4 years, GTA 5 took 5 years, Red Dead Redemption 2 took 8 years, which makes it seem like GTA 6 could take about 9 or 10 years total. And coincidentally, if you go in between the two dates that we just discussed where Rockstar is going to be increasing their marketing budget, that comes out to about 9.6 years. Now, as we all know, Rockstar Games likes to put quality over quantity, so they will take as long as they need in order to develop GTA 6 how they would like.
So let's begin with that Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-order that players have been seeing over the last couple of days. And I believe these types of posts are found on social media. So whether it's like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, it comes from this verified site, Kinguin, and you can see that it is a sponsored post. And it says, find the latest deals and discounts, buy today on Kinguin, love the game. And you can see that the two games offered, No Man's Sky, but the one we're going to be focusing on is literally Grand Theft Auto VI pre-order Rockstar, ... And you guys can see there that the pre-order price is roughly $60, $59.23. And if you hit shop now, this is what it brings you to. It brings you to this page right here, which is on the same site, Kinguin, and it says buy Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-order Rockstar digital download CD key. And it gives you a couple of options to pay for it. Mine is $62.67. I'm not sure if this website has like fees or whatever, so maybe that's why it's a little bit more expensive than the one we saw on the in-game description. So what's odd about this, there's actually a couple of things, is number one, we haven't heard anything from Rockstar. So how would this website know that, you know, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming, that it's going to be available for digital pre-order? That's something we'll talk about in a bit, but staying on the site itself, the fact that they don't even have a GTA 6 logo or box art or anything, just the standard Grand Theft Auto logo that Rockstar's been using for years. They also have a description for the game, which I'm going to read the whole thing. It's kind of interesting. It also has a release date of December 31st, 2021. We'll talk about that momentarily. But the description is, Grand Theft Auto 6 will be another installment of the iconic video game series. As we know, the Grand Theft Auto series is based on cities similar to American metropolises. Their names change. Players already had the opportunity to drive the streets of Los Santos, Vice City, or Liberty City. We didn't visit sunny Vice City until 2006. This creates speculation that this is where the action of the upcoming part will take place. In addition, this part number can be written as both the Roman numeral VI, which cleverly can make up the two first letters of an exotic city. The best moment to return to Vice City is the golden period for such locations, i.e. the colorful 1980s century. According to Rockstar's official information, GTA 6 is about to undergo a revolution in terms of living an open world. Communities of people are to be on the agenda. Each district is to live in its own life, and passerby will have to go their own personalities, which we will see at any time of the game. One of the playable characters could be a woman. The number of main characters has not yet been determined. Rockstar can even return to the pattern known from older installments of the cycles. Guns, rifles, and rocket launchers will be handed over to the protagonist again. Rockstar will definitely want to implement elements from Red Dead Redemption 2 where players can focus on personalizing weapons. It is possible that GTA 6 will contain such details. Numerous cars, boats, planes will likely appear in Grand Theft Auto 6. Such means of transports can facilitate the drug smuggling. What a weird description. It seems like whoever wrote this, English might not be their first language, so I'm not going to judge too harshly here. But that is super silly. It's not even a real description. It's basically just a summary of what previous games have been like and a little bit of speculation on what is to be believed is coming out for Grand Theft Auto 6. And then just some of the most ridiculous things ever. Of course, the game is going to have guns and rifles and rocket launchers. Of course, it's going to have cars, boats, and planes. It's called Grand Theft Auto for a reason. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be about drug smuggling or anything like that. So that is incredibly weird. If you're wondering why it says the release date of 12/31/2021, which is next year, it's because there is no official release date for this. So that's just a placeholder release date. In fact, that brings up the entire point of this whole saga, that this entire thing is just a placeholder. So nothing about this is legit. Don't end up adding this to your cart. I'm sure eventually down the road, if and when GTA 6 comes out, if you, for whatever reason, wanted to test the waters and add this to your cart, maybe you would get emailed a digital code, but I don't know the legitimacy of a site like this, so I can't say whether or not you would or not. It's also way too early. Obviously don't do this. We haven't heard any official information from Rockstar. The only GTA 6 things that we've heard, lots of rumors, lots of speculations, lots of interesting leaks, lots of very unique reports suggesting that the game is in early development, not only from video game journalists, but supposed Rockstar insiders as well.
But the question is, when in God's name is this game coming out? Better yet, when is it even going to be announced? An announcement of this game is definitely going to send the hype through the roof. I think it's going to cause GTA forums and Reddit to collectively crash when it happens. Let's first examine the past to analyze the future and look back at when Rockstar previously announced titles. GTA 4 was announced in the summer of 2006, nearly 2 years after the last major mainline GTA was released. This was a different time period, of course, because between 2004 and 2006, we still got The Warriors, Midnight Club 3, GTA Liberty City Stories as a PSP spin-off, and Rockstar's Table Tennis, their first sports game and the first game to run on the Rage engine. GTA 4 eventually released in April of 2008, and once again, because things were much different back then, we still got multiple games out of Rockstar afterwards. Episodes from Liberty City, Midnight Club LA, Red Dead Redemption, Beta Raider, anyone remember that? GTA Chinatown Wars, and of course LA Noire. Then, in the fall of 2011, 3 years after GTA 4 was released, we finally got our first bit of real news about Grand Theft Auto 5, and we were beyond floored. It was 3 years from GTA 4's release to GTA 5's announcement when Rockstar officially acknowledged the existence of a new GTA. Back then, it felt like a long freaking period of time. Everyone just wanted a new GTA, and then we had seemingly another excruciatingly long wait because the game didn't come out for another 2 years after that, after it was delayed once. Although I personally think that there was an internal delay, I just have a strange feeling that they intended on releasing it in 2012 rather than 2013. And now, here we are in 2020. All we've seen related to GTA are constant online updates for the past 7 years. Single player even stopped being updated a long time ago, so it's evident what their main focus is now. And as for other games, Red Dead Redemption 2 came out in 2018, but that was it. No other major releases happened between 2013 and 2018, and none since 2018. So with this all in mind, I personally think that we won't see an announcement until late 2022 at the earliest. GTA Online is still clearly making them a ton of money. To this day, GTA 5 tops the sales charts, likely because everyone wants it for the online mode that's attached to it. I mean, really, how many people do you think are actually playing it for the story? At this point, the story mode is more like a demo for the online experience that everyone wants to get into. Like, hey, you like running around doing errands for people while waiting to perform a heist? You could do that with your friends and have flying cars and flying bikes and jetpacks too if you play online.